We also had a record perhaps being set, and look who was here. Sean Payton, Joe Vick, given permission by the NFL to watch Drew Brees as he tried to set the consecutive touchdown game streak in which he was tied with Johnny Unitas at 47 games coming in. Of course, Johnny U, the streak that went from 1956 through 1960. Look at him hooking up with Lenny Moore.
First of all, you got to understand how prolific and profound that streak was. Back then, you could hit a receiver anywhere within his route.
And Johnny, you had on high tops.
Right. And there were some games that Johnny, you threw 10 passes in the whole game.
Well,
and he kept that
here is the record. Brees to Devery Henderson, 40 yards and the touch. 48 consecutive games with a score. That is a new record. Everybody celebrating in the Dome, including the commissioner, Roger Goodell, who tweeted congratulations to Drew Brees and his teammates on breaking Unitas' record. Amazing accomplishment by a great quarterback and leader. We are proud of you, Drew. In fact, Johnny's son Joe on hand and noticing that Devery Henderson wore number 19, just like his dad. Very, very cool moment.
It is.
Second quarter, Brees. I mean, this is perfect Drew Brees. Look at the touch on this one, DeMarcus Colston.
Nice.
Wide open.
Hit him in stride.
Got him for 40 yards to the Charger 24.
How is it possible
That a man could be that open.
Then
He's
on
your
third and
primary
5.
receiver.
You want touch? How about this one?
Now, this is the pass. That right there, that's being accurate.
That's a great hold off.
That's
Watch
that's
the way,
being-
that's the way
that's
the
being
receiver
accurate.
hold off that corner.
Oh, yeah, that's when you stack it.
Ties Joe Horn for most TD catches in
Joe
Saints
Horn?
history at 50. Yeah, no cell phone available on the celebration.
Or Marcus Coaster, like the old Marcus Coaster.
Hey, Philip Rivers, who took over for Drew Brees in San Diego, hits Robert Meacham, the former Saint, who caught 23 touchdown passes from Drew Brees down in the Bayou.
One thing about the Saints defense, they're going to make sure you stay in it.
He had 2 touchdown catches on the day. Chargers up 17-14.
Make sure it's a good game.
Third quarter, opening Saints drive, 3rd and 5. Brees looking for Henderson.
Tip drill.
Now, this play right here
Quentin Jammer
was
picks
a
it
great
off.
play. These are the kind of plays you make when you're getting to the football. When you get to the football, young players, good things happen.
3 plays later, Ryan Matthews. All we heard about was Jackie Battle taking his snaps.
Watch
But
his
look,
business.
woo!
Oh,
That was
man.
like Gary Anderson back in the 80s.
Wasn't quite. Gary did a full
Okay.
flip, but he got in the end zone like Gary Anderson.
Just work with me, playmaker. a little
Okay,
bit.
I got you.
All right, Drew Brees,
Gary
out to
Anderson was
Pierre
bad.
Thomas.
The Saints do a great job at screening teams. I mean, the Chargers were bringing pressure, getting after Brees, and they started calling those screens. And those big guys, after chasing the quarterback, turning and running after the screen is tough.
And then Brees to Marcus Colston. Another
great ball.
touchdown.
That was a great route.
Sean Payton is just in the building. And look at what Marcus Colston is doing. He's a whole new man with Sean Payton just in the building.
Fourth quarter, got a 3-point Chargers lead. Brees to Devery Henderson. Did Devery Henderson cut this highlight? He's all over the place.
No,
41 yards on that.
The cornerbacks for the San Diego Chargers cut this highlight.
And Brees
is ridiculous.
to Marcus Colston. That is
Great
yeah,
play,
that's
Colston.
3 if you're keeping track.
The ball,
play.
man.
Come
Play the
on, man.
ball.
Come on now,
Play
you
the
guys.
ball.
Come on.
Second straight game with 9 catches for Colston, a $131 in those 3
Colston's
scores.
ball.
That's my dad out there.
So the Saints are up 4. Rivers, look out, it's Junior Gillette dropping him.
It's amazing what the lead does. It's a
3rd
whole
and
different
18.
defense
Rivers
Whole
for
different
Malcolm
defense.
Floyd. Tip and
Good things happen.
Roman Harper. That's your guy, salt and pepper hair. Can't tell under the helmet, but take my word for it.
Take my
I
word.
believe you.
Takes it down to the Charger 23.
Pepper.
You got a
It's
beard.
just a lot of salt in there.
It's like Morgan Freeman out there.
Ball
That's
tipped in the
PI, by the
air.
way. That's PI, by the way.
That is behind.
So now
They whistle a rusty.
Chargers have to keep him out of the end zone. Breeze.
Boy, that was lucky right
Overshoots
there.
Darren
That was
Sproles.
lucky.
It was
Sproles.
deflected.
Or a touchdown if it got this Sproles head.
No
So
doubt.
held to a Garrett Hartley field goal. So the Chargers got a shot down 7. Rivers eludes the rush to Malcolm Floyd, moving the chains to the Charger 39.
Great open field tackle.
4 plays later, 2nd and 17. Right around midfield. Rivers
Yes,
to
receiver.
Antonio Gates for 28 yards. However, the real refs are back, Marshall.
Yeah, real ref, wrong ref.
Look at this
I'll
call.
tell you that. Real ref, wrong ref.
Now, I'm looking for this.
That's not
You
offensive
know what
pass
he
interference.
the cornerback, the defensive back put his arm out, and he put his arm over to knock him off him. That's
Right,
what
incidental
happened.
contact. It's
So
still
Rivers,
call.
now didn't we just see this pattern? To Malcolm Floyd, though. Oh, we got another
It worked
flag.
the
It's
first time.
holding on the Charger.
They're going to make it up, though.
You're going the
it's
wrong
like
way.
Basketball. It's going to be like basketball.
Yeah, Nick Hartwig, not very happy.
the refs,
Second
man,
and
here it is.
37. Anybody have a play for second and 37?
Yeah, just
Call
throw it up.
traveling.
Somebody's going to do something stupid. I promise you.
Looking for Robert Meacham, and it
There
gets
we-
knocked
there
down.
we
But we
go.
have, illegal hands to the face
Makeup call.
is the flag.
Wait a minute, Marshall. Now, that man, this man, you can't question that man's veracity. There's a hand in the face right there.
Martez Wilson gets flagged. So
Daddy's in the house.
Yeah. 3 plays later, now it's just 2nd and 2. Rivers, Malcolm Floyd. Okay, it's getting interesting. 2 timeouts left for San Diego at this point. Now we'll pick it up 4 plays later. 3rd and 10, Rivers. Look at this play by Wilson.
I'm telling you,
Listen.
a lead does a lot for a team.
Listen, they have to play Wilson at that backside end on passing downs. I mean, I
Daddy's
understand
in the
Will
house.
Smith is the guy, but man, that kid can rush.
So the Saints get win number 1,
Thank you.
31-24 on a record-setting night by Drew Brees.
Yeah,
By the way, 4 touchdowns in a game for the 17th time in his outstanding career.